There's a lot of things that would we know that they're supporting is very far. Now that they have Cypher close with Decoy to help them CQC, I am loving how it is. AG has done a lot of evolution, a lot of change just for this season.
No doubt at all. I think there's massive improvement from them. They performed fairly well in the squad as well. You know, one of the exceptions, I didn't go all the way. Journey came to a little bit of unfortunate early end. But doesn't mean they have to take us out. To get the best of the IO squad, it's the biggest slice of Battle Royale.
Now, in terms of skills, I'm pretty sure Rafael would be placed differently at this point, but Barros might have probably Coda on him, but Oscar to break down glue walls similar to what Du has, and the combination of Sypha and Du was just pristine. All of them are just stopping any barricade from being built up to give way for the rest of the team to eliminate anyone who's on them or against them on the CQCs.
And I love the fact that you've got the Olivia Diva running on the backup play of the squad as well, and obviously that gives him a lot of opportunities to go in there for the save, and what adds on to the probability of the pickup is that time turner. Falcons with 21 points in the spot to overtake AGL in that #1 place. This is just Island screaming out loud and proud. The Kalahari now belongs to them, but RRQ still keeping up the pressure, man. Managing to pick up a total of 20 points. We were talking about how they needed 29. That means there's 9 more points to collect in order for them to activate the champion rush condition. They will be the first team to do so unless next game they get nothing.
Yeah, let's see though. Let's see. I mean, that's one thing that a lot of teams are hoping for. RRQ being denied at any points, catch up would continue, and BL has done. Same goes with they push down. He's going to remain in the top. After that, still far from RRQ, but we've seen the potential of them grabbing all those that's one thing got up. Bring the mission placement.
So again, hit chat. You can be so much. Everybody, welcome to the stream. Don't forget to let us know in the comments who do you think is about to run away with the prize the other day, because we're also looking at who's the predator and who's the prey overall by the time we reach the very end of the grand finals.
Definitely. I mean, we are seeing a few predators already who is hunting a lot of team down, but in most cases, it has been turned around. Hunters, as much as we want them to be aggressive, they sometimes falter to be the hunted. And it would depend on the amount of time that they can spend in hunting, getting pressure in the team Falcons against AJAL earlier, or Team Falcons against WAG rather. It took a while before they get into that fight. And we don't see that happen. Most of the time, when top teams like Team Falcons, Freedom United, RQ, whatever, there's still a few seconds that they wait until they either bust in or they pull out. But yes, there's no more waiting at this point. You want to see the end, and the end is getting closer as we jump into Solara right now for our Game 5.
AGAL. We got our eyes on them. The first one get the booyah and is currently the best ranked team overall the league who owns the booyah. How impressive is that AGAL? The last one to get it, and and to be on top of the rest of them. That really says a lot about the hustle that they've been throwing in here so far.
Yeah, let's see though. I mean, it can continue right now, but Ginoy out in the blue. I'm not sure what the distraction or what happened right here, because he could have landed together with the rest of the team. WAG though might be meeting up with Evo's Divine. Minigun has been put in as well as this light bill. So a team having it out right now because of how quick you can move around. Let's see if they can convert one position. From WAG, they're placed in different areas of the map, covering so much of that, but there's a risk of one of them, or not multiple of them, would be taken down. AG, after feeling Onyx just next to them, this might be start. Battle's already under. Let's see if he'll be able to use setting for to stop anyone. Noise waiting. Fish is happening. Here comes and even in the rebel. He's already on the roll. Unfortunately, he might be seeing the other rain now. Only one against Onyx Olympus.
But that massive triple revive by Dew, he caused them to win that game, carrying the squad in their booyah at Kalahari, and now carrying the squad again as the support player with a massive triple revival. Now we do understand there is a little bit of a question on the points table. We'll take a quick look at it for sure. So don't worry, young boys and girls, that is definitely being looked into. Obviously, we don't want to be jumping back to the points table now. Just showing you guys in a little bit as boss. Find Adams ahead with the coordinates.
Yeah, I mean, that is payback from AG at this point, and let's see if this is something that they can avert. As Onyx Olympus, well, they are in play. Prime MKS has good feels. As well as Bowers and the rest of the teams just waiting for AG to knock in. Now, spot in RQ, spotting Twisted Mind. Both of them has a hit list tagging into the map, but the spread of RQ right now is very difficult to push in, especially for a side of Twisted Mind, unless they have a launch pad or probably something closer. I don't think with your engagement. Oh, they will be using that launch pad to get away to go for a flank. But how long? One player would be in there from the bridge and might be spotting the rest of Twisted Mind, giving information for Aiden Deer to slowly clear. Yeah.
Absolutely. The chat just doesn't want to give up, pointing out that the fixed points need to be fixed again. We haven't shown you guys. It's being fixed. In fact, it's fixed already. It's like AWM. That's the headshot. Grenades trying to look for one, and the time turner inside, but it does not protect you from the skill, unfortunately. Abe now moving on in for the finisher. Grenades laying around to make sure RRQ does not confirm elimination. Instead, they try to strike down the rest of members, and Twisted Minds once again being twisted inside out by RRQ.
Let's see, I mean, Twisted Mind has been unfortunate all throughout today. We are not seeing the team from stage, and the plaza. Wheels will be jacked. Even the windshield will be cracked. And let's see though if they'll be able to survive and back again. But for AG against Onyx, it continues, and it seems like Onyx is winning all the
Damage King in this matchup. Shot, and Dew again has to go on the revival spree. At this point, Dew is asking, how many times will you guys make me do this? Uh-oh. I see a couple of players on the side of Onyx. Right beside him, G'day. Gonna get out of the GAL, unfortunately. Do not get to lean onto Dew this time around. And it looks like the curse has shifted from Vietnam to now Thailand.
Well, not all of Thailand, just AG point. Now let's see.
Hey, dude, Booyah, and then, things happened.
I do agree. Well, let's see though. I mean, the curse is contagious. Let's go grab it later on. A little bit of substitution as well inside of BTR, and Joel will be joining the party and living into the bench. Now, BTR might be seeing how it works with Joel right now, but it's no long-range battle for BTR. More of up close and personal. Yes, the motivation coming from Joel would save them from WAG. A lot more pressure coming from PE Sports as well on one side, and BTR is good on them that they have a little bit of cover, as well as a little bit more of loot to work with.
Absolute, man. Going in there, just managing to play really safe as they eliminated the WAG players. The cover from the compound and making sure PE Sports get a great line of sight up against them. The weapons arsenal providing that best defense naturally, so no glue balls wasted on top of that. Very efficient engagement here by the squad.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you can save up a few more of those resources, save it up until the end, that would help you even more. But from Solara, one thing about this is similar to, well, somewhat similar to Nextera, wherein there's a lot of compounds to play with, even a lot of chances for you to get away compared to Nextera, where you need to walk throughout the field. You have the sliders at this point. It's easy to move in and out of battle. Is happening two of the top Thailand teams, Budam United as well as Team Falcons. Gerardo very close, and Jonah hearing those footsteps already. But the moment Jonah would be seen, and that would be trouble. Gerardo clearing up, pushing away Wasana and get high, leaving Jonah high and dry. But Wasana is still not giving up that position. He's making sure that Jonah has liver just in case Team Falcons rushes in.
And I mean, man had a cola, but still it's a double hit because Captain Jonah smarter than that. Just crouching, making him waste his Aurora vision. So very smart play by the captain, and that led to the wastage of two lethal nades. And now they get to play a little bit of a fight back as Moshi gets involved in a little bit of a tussle here. Wasana dropping by to say hello. Connected with the electrotherapy and the valiant dash. Pina responds, drops his defense. Neither side has managed to tag each other. It's the fight between the Trogon and the Trogon. Get high, gets caught out. First by limits BSK. Wasana still trying to find his opponent. Unable to get the tag with the, and now is dirt into a 1v2. Jonah backing away. The M79 in his hands and the grenade launcher finds Fina on fire as well, in a lot of trouble as Jonah shuts down Fina from afar. Moshi and Jonah running this together, but time is running out for the two-time world champs.
A quick revive being done by Budam United. Fina is not back into the game just yet. At least they will have a chance to survive. Even Purpose might want to twist things around. Jonah would be gunned down by 4 players from Twisted Mind, giving more time for Team Falcons to back away, get away from this area. Probably 5 teammates, and they have done just that. Now they pull out from fair, and they around the party at this point. And they won play.
Vietnam had a great start, but now some of the others are starting to wake up in the competition. Took them a while to heat their engines up, and PE Sports finding it tough to keep up with them. Pina headshot, P90 on the Wasana drop, and Falcons as well on the way up to the top at this point of time. Best thing put it up overall points. Not too far away from activating the champion rush, but 3 of these teams need to collect at least 30 points more, whereas RRQ comfortably just needs 9.
Let's see though who's getting there first. But after an engagement of Budam United and Team Falcons, the chase outside is happening. Moshi though is getting back on track into the TV tower, but doesn't want to be that noisy because it's not. He's just giving that time for one of their teammates to get back from revive. Literally, Get High will be the would be the only ones that Moshi